spectacle and grandeur. The biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders. Here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. The first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. It's going to be 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Could lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I am an aggressive call on 2nd.
36-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another give here to Jeanty. Shoves one away. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. That's 16 on the pickup. That's a Vegas first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check smash, check smash. Here we go, check. Hop, 70, hop, 70. No. Panther 6, check, Panther. Ready.
Back to Jeanty. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
To play running back in this league, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
70, Timberwolf. Go.
Throwing on first down, Willis. Looking this fullback now. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now.
Come on. 18 Cardinal. Check go.
Shotgun snap now to Willis. Looking right, and he finds him. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He picks up 15 on the play. It's a Vegas first down.
Here we go.
Giving this to Jeanty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Check. Ready.
This is Jeanty on 2nd. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
On 3rd down, Jeanty. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
This is Jeanty. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
Gain of 6. That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st down and goal to go.
Jeanty runs it in for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders finish up an excellent excellent opening series. Spencer Schrader on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Raiders 7, Saints nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. First carry here for the rookie out of Penn State. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Back-to-back carries here. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief with his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. And they just get the play off. He lofts one deep, center of the field. Near the goal line. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints finish up their opening drive.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
The extra point. Here's Smith. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll take over here, 1st and 10. First play is going to be again to Genty. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And off to Genty. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
70.
They go play action. Here's Willis. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. Get 22 out of that play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down. We've set it downs for them from the 31.
Check, Bobcat, check, Buck 2. Panther 60, Panther 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, kid, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
In the red zone on first. Drops back. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Goes to the hurry up here.
Second and 15 at the 22-yard line.
Hurt. Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready, right?
Willis looking to throw. Boy, put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it's going to be third and long. Well, he'd be perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get...
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Saints have it as he reports his 7th interception of the season.
Coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
This offense has now left some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. To throw, Shuck. He gets it to Juwan Johnson. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Allegiant Stadium coming up. They'll run here on first down. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
These edge defenders in the league today, kid, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Has him on the quick hitter. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up third and very short.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
The handoff on third and short. Racing down the left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get some late points and the lead. For the extra point, here's Smith. The point after splits the upright. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Showing a little burst so far. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that on your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear. Hit the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Here we go. Ready.
On first down, Genty. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
60 Vikings, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Here's Willis. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Ready? Hey, Crash. Trap 60. Trap 60. Panther 11. Panther 11.
To throw. Here's Willis. Throwing this one back of the end zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So second down coming up.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Second and 10. Here's Willis. That's taken in by Tucker. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Set Viking 18. Ready, ready.
Willis now, third down. On the move, headed right. He has a man on target to Thornton. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's it, second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Working inside the red zone. Hits his running back. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion or at a premium in this league.
And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're going to face third down.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
And if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Here we go, set. 19.
Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Trying the right side. And he'll be right near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Christian Harris on the stop.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run. It's 2nd and 8. Back to the well again. There he goes, right sideline. There it is, touchdown New Orleans. The Saints grow the lead coming out of halftime. For the extra point, here's Smith. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints drive their lead to 11. Reed now to kick this one away. Strong with the return. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Running from the pistol here with Jency. Nearly starts the drive with the 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That run may not have got you a first, but sure nice run set the table.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
Come on, set. Bronco 80.
Give up the guns. It's Genty. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Well, they're on it quick. He's not going to get the yard they need, Brock. He only gets back to the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Lewis in the pistol. He connects downfield. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. So 21 yards and the first. What a call to go for it there on 4.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
It's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
A 2nd down run by Ford. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hey, watch the back. Watch the back out the back. Bronco in 2. 76, 70 Lions.
Staying on the ground with Ford. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Ready.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Makes the connection, here's Jerome Ford. He's out of bounds right around the 10. That's enough to make this 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Ready, ready.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready.
They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Willis to throw it. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hawk 70, Hawk, ready, Cougar 19, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Hand off to the back. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. My casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Off the play action, Chuck. Sends this to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints lead by 15 now. Reed now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Say, hurt. Buffalo 18. Dragon 6, Warriors 70.
Here's Willis to the air. Going left side, Bowers has it. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe block as he set out. Gain of 15 there. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Okay, ready? Here we go, here we go. Bring it. 19.
Another one for 4. And that's not what the offense thought about. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Third and long for him here. Going deep here for the end zone. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Taking a chance to the end zone. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. Now a point after to bring it back within one score. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the fourth. So a stoppage here for an injured player, and this is not good. Brock Bowers in some discomfort. The medical staff headed to him. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Now a give running right. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to it. Now, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Okay, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. You just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. On play action, here's Shuck. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Some of these quarterbacks, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
On first down, they'll run. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Let's go now.
They give it to him again. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the fourth. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Looking to throw. Hauled in by Olave, left side. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
So on fourth down, they bring him out for his most important kick of this game. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's now a two-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
Best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a two-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Ready? Shoot! 65 catch. 60, go.
Shotgun snap now to Willis. Getting out to his left. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it deep downfield. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Ready?
Working from the gun, it's Willis. This one's taken in by Thornton. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60.
Willis now. He'll get this to Tucker. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
2nd and 9. At the Saints' 22-yard
He's going to
line.
throw it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap will get to Ford. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Here he is to throw. Got it to 1. And he's into the end zone, so the 2-point try pays off. They cut the deficit to just a field goal here in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Turpin with a return. And he's out a little short of the 30.
Turpin on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Now give left side. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Another carry for him. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and
2. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line.
Best run games in this league have balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. They'll run here on 1st down. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play. The timeout taken by Vegas. That's it, 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Now Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Okay, ready.
3rd down here. Need 8 on the play.
Ready.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Case, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
28.
Now to kick this one away. Strong with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Okay, ready.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Throw in is Willis. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Wide open down the field, and he has it! And he is in for the touchdown! Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal.
The extra point is good. Makes the score Saints 38, Raiders 35.
Oof, their comeback hopes are dwindling by the second, but any path to victory starts with a successful onside try here. And that's recovered by the Saints, who are going to win this football game. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Running this one left. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Got to keep moving quick here.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's down very close